Hi, I am Aman Jamal. Welcome to IS Baba's Current Affairs Prelims to the Point. I will be discussing 5 topics and 5 MCQs on daily basis which are important from our prelims perspective. So let us start. These are the topics to be covered today. In the Hindu newspaper, there was a news about damage to the Qutub Minar complex. Let us see what is important from our prelims perspective. We will be studying about Qutub Minar complex today. So this was built in 13th century and the construction started in 1199 and the foundation was laid by Qutubuddin Aibak of slave dynasty, and this built for giving calls for prayers. More stories were added by his son-in-law Shamshuddin Iltutmish. Honeycomb design projected balconies are some of the features here. This is made up of red and buff sandstone and this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are other important monuments in this complex. So let us see the gateway, Quwwatul Islam Mosque. Quwwatul Islam Mosque, this was built by Qutubuddin Aibak. It is to the northeast of the Minar and this was enlarged later by Shamshuddin Iltutmish and Alauddin Khalji. Iron pillar, there is also an iron pillar in the courtyard. This iron pillar bears inscription in Sanskrit in Brahmi script of 4th century AD. And according to this, the pillar was set up as Vishnu Dhwaja in memory of king named Chandra. About Alai Darwaza, it is the southern gateway of Quwwatul Islam Mosque and this was constructed by Alauddin Khalji. Tomb of Iltutmish is in this complex and it was built in AD 1235. It is made up of red sandstone and carved with inscription and arabesque patterns. Tomb of Altamash, Alauddin Khalji and Imam Zamin is also present in this complex. Alai Minar, construction of Alai Minar was started by Alauddin Khalji and this minar is to the north of Qutub Minar and only the first story was completed. So this complex is a symbol of Indo-Islamic Afghan architecture. Moving to the next news, in the Indian Express newspaper and also in the Hindu newspaper, there was a news about Vande Bharat and Samudra Setu mission. So let us see what is relevant from our prelims perspective. Vande Bharat mission. So Vande Bharat mission, India will be operating total of 64 flights and this is to repatriate Indian national, and these flights will be going to various countries like UAE, US, UK, Singapore, Saudi Arab, Qatar, etc. And the flights will be operating between May 7 to May 13. This will be done in a phased manner. Indian embassies in the respective countries and the embassies are making the list. So this will be one of the largest evacuation exercise since the Kuwait airlift. Kuwait airlift was in 1990 during the Persian Gulf War and the evacuation was done from Kuwait and Iraq. So stranded people are in touch with the embassies and total 64 flights are going to operate. Priority will be given to the people who are in need and distress like migrant workers and those facing the expiry of their short-term visas. Also pregnant women, students and elderly will be given priority. 2 days notice will be given and travelers will be paying for their own travel expenses. So the majority of the people are from states like Kerala, Delhi, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Telangana, Punjab, Gujarat, Karnataka, UP, Jammu and Kashmir, etc. About Samudra Setu, this was launched by Indian Navy and this operation is to repatriate Indian citizens from overseas. Phase 1 will be starting from May 8th. Now INS Jalashwa and INS Magar are being sent to Malé and INS Shardul and INS Airawat will sail to UAE. INS Magar and Shradul and Airawat are amphibious ships and they have the capacity to carry 500 people and INS Jalashwa can carry up to 1000 people. About the next news, in the Hindu newspaper there was a headline, Trump's lab claim remains speculative, WHO. So let us see, we will be studying about World Health Organization. World Health Organization was founded in 1948 and this is the United Nations Specialized Agency for Health. The headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland and it has 194 member states and 6 regional offices. What does it do? It sets norm and standards. It also shapes the health research agenda. It does policy making and it provides technical support to the countries. It also monitors health trends around the world. Now, April 7th is celebrated as World Health Day. Why it is celebrated as World Health Day? Because on this day in 1948, WHO started its functioning. What is the governance structure of WHO? So there is this World Health Assembly. It has delegates from member countries and each member is represented by not more than 3 delegates. Among them, one is the chief delegate and these delegates are mostly from the field of health. So this assembly has annual sessions in Geneva and special sessions also take place from time to time. Main function of this assembly is the decision making. So it determines the policy of the organization, appoints the director general. It also supervises financial policies and review and approve the budgets of the programs. There is a secretariat. It has a director general and technical and administrative staff. Now India has a WHO country office. This is in New Delhi and Ministry of Health along with WHO Country Office India developed WHO Country Cooperation Strategy India for improving health. This was from 2012 to 2017. Also with the support of WHO National Strategic Plan for Elimination of Malaria. This is from 2017 to 2022. So India became party to WHO on 12th January 1948. Funding of the WHO, this is by various member countries, philanthropic organization, UN organization and international institutions also. There was a recent controversy. WHO was being criticized. Why it was being criticized? WHO opposed when in initial phase of spread of the virus, countries imposed travel and trade restrictions on China. Also in starting statements, WHO did not recognize human to human proliferation. This was about WHO. Moving to the next news, in the Hindu newspaper, it was the news that 3 Indian photographers win Pulitzer Prize. So let us see what is relevant from our prelims perspective. The Associated Press was awarded the Feature Photography Prize for images showing life in Kashmir as India revoked its semi-autonomous status. 3 photographers were awarded: Mukhtar Khan, Yasin Dar and Channi Anand. About Pulitzer Prize, this is awarded for outstanding public service and achievement in American journalism. This award was established in 1917 and administered by Columbia University and Pulitzer Prize Board. About Joseph Pulitzer, this award is in the memory of Joseph Pulitzer, who was a newspaper publisher and he gave money in his will to Columbia University to establish this Pulitzer Prize. Moving to the next news. In the PIB, there was an article about DST Inspire faculty develops nanomaterials having energy storage application and optical sensors for water pollution control. So let us see what is important from our prelims perspective. Something about the article. Dr. Ashish Kumar Mishra, he is a recipient of the Inspire Faculty Award, which is instituted by Department of Science and Technology. So he along with his team made significant achievement in developing nanomaterials based supercapacitors to achieve high energy density and power density of supercapacitors. So their focus on energy and optoelectronic devices paves the way for the development of cost-effective and efficient devices, and these are used for energy storage application. About nanotechnology, this is the study of matter at a very small scale. We call it nanoscale. A nanometer is equal to 1 billionth of a meter. So the properties of atoms and molecules are found to greatly differ on a nanoscale, that is at 100 nanometer or below. So exploiting this, nanotechnology manipulates single atoms to discover new properties and then use these to create improved materials, devices and systems. Something about this Inspire Scholarship Scheme. This scheme is managed by the Center's Department of Science and Technology, which is under the Ministry of Science and Technology. This is to help young talented scientists. This scheme was started in 2008. Innovation in Science Pursuit for Inspired Research. Inspire. So this is to attract talent to the study of science at an early stage and build the required critical human resource pool for strengthening and expanding the science and technology system and also the R&D base. There are 3 programs under this. What are these 3 components? Scheme for early attraction of talents for science, scholarship for higher education, then assured opportunity for research career. What are the various programs here? Inspire Award, Inspire Internship, Inspire Fellowship, Inspire Faculty Scheme. Let us see scheme for early attraction of talent. This aims at attracting talented youth to study science by providing Inspire Award. So this is in the age group of 10 to 15 years, and there will be an annual summer winter camp for toppers in class 10 board examinations also for the exposure with global leaders in science, and this will be through Inspire Internship. Then scholarship for higher education aims at attracting talented youth into undertaking higher education in science intensive program, and this will be done by providing scholarship. This is in the age group of 17 to 22 years, and this is for undertaking bachelor's and master's education in natural and basic sciences. Assured opportunity for research career. This aims at attracting, attaching, retaining and also nourishing the talented young scientific human resource, and that is for strengthening the research and development foundation. This will be done by offering doctoral fellowship, and this is in the age group of 22 to 27 years. This will be assuring opportunities for postdoctoral researchers through a scheme, that is Inspire Faculty Scheme. Let us see. This will be in the age group of 27 to 32 years, so under 32, and this is to augment high quality scientific manpower in scientific and educational institution. So the scheme offers contractual research position for 5 years, and this also offers salary and annual research grants. So this was about the topics. Now the MCQs. Let us start. This is from the previous year. So which of the chronological order for the construction of the following is correct? Taj Mahal, Qutub Minar, Fatehpur Sikri, Agra Fort. So let us see. Taj Mahal was built by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, and the construction started in 1632 and ended in 1648. About Qutub Minar. Qutub Minar we have already read. The construction was started in 1198. Fatehpur Sikri, it was made the political capital of Mughal Empire by Akbar, and this was from 1571 to 1585. Then this Agra Fort, the construction started in 1565. You can see the chronological order here. So the option is D. Qutub Minar, Fatehpur Sikri, Agra Fort, and then Taj Mahal. Moving to the next MCQ. The Vande Bharat mission, which was currently in news, is related to. So we'll see all the options. Mission for completion of indigenously built engineless semi-high speed train in record time. Operation of flights to evacuate stranded Indian citizens abroad. Mission of Indian Navy to send ships for evacuation of Indian citizens overseas. Arranging special trains for interstate movement of migrant workers. We have studied the Vande Bharat mission, and we know the answer is B. Operation flights to evacuate stranded Indian citizens abroad. Answer is B. Next MCQ. Consider the following statement. World Health Assembly is the decision-making body of WHO. The Director General of WHO is appointed by the World Health Assembly. Which of the above statements are correct? So we have studied WHO. Both the statements are correct here. So the option is option C. Next MCQ. This is from previous year. There are two statements. Let us read it. Orange Prize is awarded to a work of published fiction in English by a woman. Pulitzer Prize is awarded by Commonwealth Foundation to a citizen of any Commonwealth country for any literary work in English. So this Pulitzer Prize we have already studied, and we know this statement is incorrect. About the first statement, this statement is correct. Option here will be option A. Correct, one only. Our last MCQ for today. Consider the following statement. Inspire scheme offers scholarship to Indian researchers to study abroad. It is provided by the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Inspire scheme was started in the year 2008. We have studied, we know it is not Ministry of Earth Science, it's Ministry of Science and Technology, and this scheme does not offer scholarship for Indian researchers to study abroad. So these both statements are incorrect, and the third statement, Inspire scheme was started in the year 2008, this is correct. So which of the above statement is are correct? Option is D, 3 only. So we have seen 5 topics and 5 MCQs here. That is all for today. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get notified. Thank you so much.